What is good, YouTube? You already know what time it is. Yo, I'm coming back today because I want to have a sit down with you guys. We live in a generation where everybody always wants to have this 50-50 thing going on. And so many people get upset about it. There's all these people out there that always want to say, and specifically ladies, always out there saying they think personally that guys should always spend more than what the female does. That's a motherfucking lie, bro, because at the end of the day, we live in a generation. Listen, hear me out. We live in a generation where it's no longer about guys making 10 times more than what a female makes. And what gets me is like, why are we like living in a generation where, it's put up to the guys to try to be the providers? Why do the guys always got to be the providers? And I know it sounds crazy. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like, in my opinion, if my female, and don't get me wrong, the title, I don't know what the title of this video is going to be. So if it's anything about like, I make my girl or whatever pay just as much as I do, et cetera, et cetera. Bro, I'm not coming at any old way. I'm not trying to seem like less of a man or however society makes it today. But I feel like if a guy is paying just as much, or if a guy makes and brings in an income just as much as a female does, then yes, it should be 50-50. Hands down. I don't care about like, guys are meant to be providers. Back in the day, stop with the mother freaking back in the day stuff. Nobody cares about back in the day, bro. We live in 2023 and everybody always wants to talk about back in the day, bro. Back in the day, guys were more of the providers because guys made more of the money. We live in a generation now where it's females and it's guys that are basically, or there's females making more than guys nowadays. That doesn't make the guy less of a man. It's just because we live in a generation now where like girls and guys, anybody can make more. Anybody can do more. Hold on. I personally think, in my opinion, that guys and females should go 50-50. I don't think that a guy should pay anything more than what a female does. I feel like everybody always wants this whole, couples goal, couple relationship thing. But then, females always wanted to be treated better in some way. A female, my question to you is, why can't a female pay just as much as a guy can pay? Why? What really, we're all human at the end of the day. What in a guy makes it to be that a guy should pay more than what a female does? You probably make more than me. You're a female, right? You probably make more than me. You're a guy. You probably make way less than the next girl. Like it doesn't even matter. At the end of the day, I feel like we should be 50-50. Everybody should split it up. Now, somebody asked me a question. What if the guy is bringing home way more money than the girl? Or what if the girl's bringing way more money home than a guy? What I would say to that is it really depends. So somebody tried to talk to me about the whole, let's say they're making $30 an hour and I'm only making $10 an hour. I don't personally think that you can try to base it off of a pay rate. And why do I say that? I say that you can't base it off of a pay rate because at the end of the day, this person can have $30 an hour, right? And this person can have $10 an hour. The person that's making $30 an hour might not even be working full time. This dude might only be working like 2 days a week, bro. And then the person that's making $10 an hour might be working full time and getting extra time. So at the end of the day, the person that's making $10 is making way more than the person that's making 30. So it's like, I don't care about none of this and that, blah, blah, blah. I don't care how much you try to say I'm less of a man, but I think that a girl and a guy should still be 50-50. That's what's going to make a relationship. I feel like nobody should be trying to make the relationship harder for the next person, or the next person has to work so much harder than that person. I don't care about at the end of the day, if a guy's coming home and still washing dishes and still taking care of the house and still doing this, and a female's doing the same thing, then they both should still be bringing in the same amount, like whenever it comes to, working and paying the bills and stuff. Because what's crazy is there's always these females out there that be like, well,
I come home and take care of the house. I come home and I do this. I watch the kids more. I do.
Stop with that. It's like we're talking about a certain subject, but then everybody else wants to switch on like why, what other reason they should be like not having to pay as much as a man for. Be quiet, bro. At the end of the day, a guy and a female should pay the same thing. Pay the same thing. Pay the same thing. If the bill, let's say a bill comes out, the gas bill, let's say the gas bill comes out and the gas bill's $100, exactly $100. You should pay 50 and I should pay 50. At the end of the day, the only time I think that, somebody in that relationship should be paying more than the next person is if that person is making 2 times more than whatever. Let's say, I think everything should be based off of income. Not, monthly income, not just a pay rate, not this, not that, not being a guy, not being a female. I think it should be based off of monthly income. And what I say by that is, if a female is bringing home $2,000 a month and a guy is bringing home $4,000 a month, then yes, maybe the guy should pay more because he's bringing home so much more. The profit's so much more on his end compared to, if a female was bringing home $4,000 a month and a guy's bringing home $2,000 a month. Will we say that the female pays more? Would you honestly say that the female pays more? Or you're going to try to look at it in a way where, well, she's a female, she shouldn't have to. Bro, stop. We don't live in that world anymore. We never lived in that world, bro. We never did. So to all the older people that probably comment on this video, it's whatever. You're probably basing it off of like life back then. Base it off of life right now. Females make just as much as guys. And we both live in a generation where females want to be equal to guys in every way and aspect possible. But the moment it comes to like certain things that a guy back then would do more than a female today, now everybody wants to look at it different. Now a female is not equal to guys in that same category. So yes, a female needs to pay just as much as a guy needs to pay. If you're making so much more than your female, then definitely try to take care of things a little bit more. Pay an extra bill, pay 2 extra bills compared to what she would pay. Ladies, if you're bringing home $4,000, $5,000 a month and he's only bringing home $2,000, you take an extra bill or something and pay. You're supposed to be a team. At the end of the day, it's all about teamwork. It's all about being a team. And yes, I just feel like that's just the way it should be. That's the way it should be. So would I honestly, if I was bringing home this, would I make my girl pay this? No, if I'm bringing home more money at the end of the day, I'm going to pay more of the bills. If a girl that I'm with is making so much more than me, would I expect her to pay more? As a man, you could try to sit there and be like, but I don't feel right. But that's crazy. I shouldn't, blah, blah, blah. I feel like it all depends on like your household. If that person is willing and okay with doing it, then let them be okay with doing it. If a female says, hey, babe, I know you're only bringing home $2,000. It's nothing like that. I'm willing to pay this bill this month, whatever, to help you out because I know that, you're not getting all the money and stuff right now that you should be or this and that and blah, blah, blah. That's okay. That's okay. But I don't think that a man is less of a man if he does not pay more than what a female pays when it comes to bills, when it comes to anything. Stop living in that generation. Stop trying to be in that generation. Stop trying to make it seem like men are less of anything nowadays because at the end of the day, we're all human. You want a female, listen, you watching this right now, you want to be treated like guys, right? You want the same respect a guy would get. You want the same respect. Respect is respect at the end of the day. Stop making it seem like somebody in life should be. And I think that's where we're so messed up in life is like, we look at everybody in so many different ways, but nobody really truly looks at somebody in an equal way. Everything's always going to be this person has to do more than this person. This person got to do more than that. No, why? And you could say I'm wrong. I honestly, first off, my pockets are good. So if anybody comments and says, bro, that's crazy that you don't take care of this more than you would let a late. Why? Explain to me a real definition. Don't say nothing about, well, don't be no female like, yo, I go home and I cook dinner and I take care of the house and this and that and blah, blah, blah. He doesn't really do that. So I expect for him to be more of the provider, this and that. I understand. But like at the same time, you can't compare just because you clean the house does not mean that you're making money or that he should pay less or he should pay more because you're cleaning the house. Like that. Come on, yo. What are we talking about? Be honest. I think it's all based off monthly income. What is your partner bringing home and what are you bringing home? And that right there should determine what 50-50 should be. And if your partner's bringing home so much more, then, your partner should pay more. I don't care about the opposite. I don't care about the sex. I don't care if it's a female or a guy. I feel like if a female's bringing home $6,000 to $8,000 a month because she has a really good job and the guy's bringing home down $2,000, you knew that the guy's bringing home $2,000. Why are you if you honestly think that he should be the provider and doing all this and that, why are you with somebody that's making way less of a wage than you? Make sense. Make it make sense. Anyways, that's what I got to say. I'm out. Y'all have a good day, man. Peace. That shit's crazy.